Okay, let's try this again. All right, kids, welcome back. It is Monday, I believe May 11th. So I've got a couple of hives that I need to get into and check for if my virgin queens came back and were mated. And also the last time I was in my hives, they were starving, so I need to just kind of follow up. It's been rainy and gross for the last couple of weekends. All right, let's see if we can get into it. Let's do this. Got my schmoka. Now these girls were up for requeening because I wanted to change my genetics. They were swarm caught last year. I'm gonna say they probably would have made a lot of honey, but they're just not backyard bee kind of bees, so they'd be outyard bees. Ones that you leave alone, they can hold their own type thing. All right. Let me get back here. This is why I kind of like wearing my all-in-one, because I have a handy dandy hive tool in there that, you know, because you always lose them. That little pocket's quite handy. All right, let's see what we could see here. All right. So the feed that I put on them is completely empty. You always want to go into a hive with a plan. My plan today is, do they have any food? Number one, and number two, do they have any open brood? And do I have a laying worker situation? Fingers crossed. Okay, so immediately, let's see, can you see this? They seem pretty chill. Very calm. Let's see if that's because they've got a queen. Now, because I'm only here for one reason. Just getting right in. Sometimes aggression or defensiveness is due to how you work your hives or the type of year. Is there a flow, etc., etc. And sometimes they're just a little defensive. Do I still have you? Okay. So I'm going to kind of start here in the back where it's a little less populated. So we just now are seeing a little bit of nectar. It's probably the food. Probably the food that that I gave them. There's not a lot. Okay, so we'll have to get better at this. I don't see anything yet, but the area is, there's bee bread around, and it looks like that center area is kind of being prepped. Well, we have milk brood, but I don't see eggs. I'm gonna put this one up. Nothing capped. Single eggs in every cell. Let's see if I can bring you in for this. Get out of the way there. Maybe I can get the angle. Alright, no editing, folks. This cinema magic is all me. I know, you're amazed. All right, let's see, okay. All right, so I found evidence. They have some food. So what I'm thinking, maybe one more. Okay, so I think they're pretty good on food. I still haven't seen my queen, but that's okay. The evidence is there. Some propolis making pools. All right, so I did not see the queen herself. That's okay. I did see evidence that she's there. They've got nectar in there. I may go ahead and give them one more jar of feed, just because. And so, talking bee theory into bee action. So I saw what I thought were eggs and milk brood. Eggs and milk brood, so what that means is they tell you that eggs and babes are capped at day 8 or 9. So if I come back in 1 week, which is, you know, maybe this weekend or whatever, and look, those eggs should be capped. So if they're capped in worker brood, that tells me I've got a laying queen. and I'm gonna mark those actually, that I've got a laying mated queen, and if they are bumpy or weird, then it's probably a laying worker. So the verdict is still out, but just the fact that I saw cat brood, or milk brood, is very hopeful. So let's do this, make a mat here. There we go, just one bump. That would be all she wrote. Thanks for thanks for coming along, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.